All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to reconvene. I'd like to take a motion to reopen our recess.
I move that we reopen the meeting.
Second.
All in favor? All opposed? All right, our meeting is reopened, and now we'll begin with our recognitions. Our first recognition will be the Math Fair winners with Dr. Cheryl Milam, and she'll be doing the presentation. Oh, Cheryl, you've changed. What did you do to your hair?
No comments.
Dr. Van Hukelum will be taking her place.
I was going to say something fun, but that would inevitably get me in a lot of trouble, so I won't do that tonight. Cheryl couldn't join us this evening, so I'm going to step in. We have a lot to be proud of in our middle school for our math competition at the state level. We're going to recognize some folks tonight, and as I call your name and talk about you guys, if you'll please come up and we'll take a big picture at the end, okay? The State Math Fair, sponsored by the North Carolina Council of Teachers of Mathematics, was held in Raleigh on May 2, 2014. We are proud to announce that Cabarrus County swept the middle school division in the state, mind you, first, second, and third place, plus an honorable mention. The following students were awarded for their work. From J.N. Freese Magnet School, honorable mention went to Neha Jakinpali. Her project, Monty Hall Problem, in which she calculated probabilities of people selecting the right answer as she pulled the old switcheroo while hiding 2 frogs and a goat under 3 cups and mixing them up. Congratulations. Very good. From Harris Road Middle School, the third place winner was Brandon Hall. His project was the effect of truss bridge designs on weight-bearing capacity. Congratulations to Brandon Hall. Also from J.N. Freese Magnet School, second place went to Nathan Surrey for his project, The Science of Secrets Demystified. Nathan revealed the math behind cryptography. Good job, Nathan. And finally, the first place winner, and that's first place in the state of North Carolina. I just want to remind everybody. Went to J.M. Freese Magnet School. The first place state winner was Sumani Nuna, and her project was titled The Order in Chaos. Her project demonstrated how fractals are related to randomly iterated algorithms. Very, very good.
All right.
Sorry. We're having our Hilbish Ford Teacher of the Month, Dr. Barry Shepard, Mr. Tim Vaughn, and Glenna Jones will be to present the award.
Good evening, Mr. Vice Chairman and board members. Would like to say that Mr. Vaughn did have to leave us tonight, so we want to thank him for his continued support. Tonight we will recognize our final Hilbish Ford Teacher of the Month for 2013-14 school year. We do want to thank Mr. Vaughn and Hilbish Ford for their sponsorship of this recognition program for our teachers. We appreciate their support and look forward to the continued partnership. Now, on to tonight's award. The Cabarrus County Schools Hilbish Ford Teacher of the Month for June is Dawn Mazzara. Ms. Mazzara, would you, your family, and any members of your school's administrative team please come forward? Okay, absolutely. Ms. Mazira invited her student teacher to come forward as well, so we're delighted to have her. Dawn Mazira is a first grade STEM teacher at Patriots Elementary School. She was nominated for this month's award by a parent who wrote, Ms. Mazira is a kind, fun-loving, hard-working teacher. She is wonderful, and that's all caps. With her first grade class, she makes the lessons fun, which encourages the kids to try harder. The parent ended her nomination with, I am so thankful to have such a great teacher for my daughter. Ms. Mazira, on behalf of Cabarrus County Schools, thank you for your energy, your enthusiasm that you bring to your classroom each day, and for giving your students such a wonderful first grade experience. Now, we would like to congratulate you one last time for being our Hilvish Teacher of the Month for the 2013-14 school year. And if you would allow the board to congratulate you. We would like the student teacher to go through as well.
Great way to end the year. All right. Ms. Jones is going to recognize Ms. Courtney Smith, our teacher liaison to the board for our 2013-14 school year.
All right, at this time, we would like to ask Courtney Smith to come on down front. Courtney Smith, our 2013-14 Teacher of the Year, is a language arts teacher at C.C. Griffin Middle School. She has taught for 5 years after working in the private sector prior to earning her teacher certification. She's served on numerous district teams, such as Reader's Workshop and Curriculum Writing, as a liaison and presenter. This year, Courtney served as the lead mentor at her school, helping nurture beginning teachers and their mentors. One of her colleagues wrote, Mrs. Smith certainly has all the obvious traits to describe an effective teacher: competent, prepared, knowledgeable, and dynamic. But above all else, she has the gift to awake such creativity and passion in her students that they not only desire to learn, but also find joy in doing so. Courtney, thank you so much for serving our board, our teachers, and our district so faithfully this year. Please accept this token as a gift of our appreciation.
Before we continue to move forward, Courtney, I would like to put you on the spot for just a moment. Can you just give a brief, your feelings about this past year and what you've thought you've learned out of this experience?
Actually, this was a very interesting experience to me. I'll be honest with you, I don't think that the average classroom teacher has a lot of understanding about what goes on here at this particular place, and it's been a really unique experience, and one that I've thoroughly enjoyed. I would love for more classroom teachers to have the opportunity to spend some time in this environment. Thank you all for everything that you've done.
Thank you for putting up with us. Because Courtney got to put up with us in our rookie year. So, all right.
Maybe we should get an intern teacher. Since I've got an intern, get an intern teacher too.
Good idea, Ms. Carpenter. We'll think about that. All right, let's move forward. Academic honors, Donna Smith.
I'd like to ask that Allison Randall, James Stahl, Mackenzie Hayden, Stephen Larson, Nick McNiff, and Eric Coggins, to come forward, please. I'd like to say to the Board of Education, you have an outstanding group of seniors standing in front of you that I think in a few days will be tossing hats to the ceiling and just excited. But tonight we want to celebrate with you some accomplishments that you've made. And in doing so, I'm going to say your name if you'll step forward so the board can understand more about your accomplishment. I'd like to ask that Allison step forward. And James Stahl is unable to be with us tonight. But Allison and James have entered the National Merit Scholarship Competition. Actually, when you took the preliminary SAT National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test. This test serves as an initial screening. Semifinalists are designated by states in numbers that are proportional to each state's percentage of the nation's high school graduating seniors. Semifinalists are the highest scoring program entries in each state and represent the top 1% of the state's senior students. Semifinalists must also submit SAT scores, high school courses and grades, extracurricular and volunteer activities, as well as a self-descriptive essay. Scholarship winners are the finalists in each state that are judged to have the strongest accomplishments or combination of accomplishments, skills, and potential for success in rigorous college studies. Allison Randall is currently a senior at Cox Mill High School, and she has been awarded the National Merit Clemson University Scholarship that is sponsored by Clemson University, and we recognize Allison tonight. We would also have James Stahl, who is from Northwest Cabarrus High School. He's been awarded the National Merit Fordham University Scholarship that's also sponsored by Fordham University. And now we'd like for Mackenzie Hayden and Stephen Larson to step forward. Both are at Cox Mill High School. They will join a select group taking a step toward becoming an officer in the Air Force, as they have been awarded appointments in the U.S. Air Force Academy. The appointment includes full tuition and a commission as an officer in the Air Force with the opportunity to work in a variety of career fields after graduation. The program begins with basic cadet training, and Mackenzie and Hayden will then transition, as you smile, I think you're up for something, aren't you? That's tough stuff. Mackenzie and Hayden will then transition to the academic curriculum in the fall. The Academy actually offers 31 academic majors, and the Academy's mission is to educate, train, and inspire men and women to become officers of character, motivated to lead the Air Force in service to our nation. In return for their educations, Mackenzie and Stephen will be obligated in service to our country for a minimum of 5 years. We're proud of you. Thank you. Nick McNiff, who is not able to be with us here tonight, is from J.M. Robinson High School. He has received an appointment to the United States Military Academy at West Point. The Academy at West Point is actually a 4-year undergraduate liberal arts college and was founded in 1802 as America's first college of engineering and is world-renowned for developing leaders. The United States Military Academy remains constant in its mission to educate, train, and inspire the corps of cadets so that each graduate is a commissioned leader of character that's committed to the values of duty, honor, country, and also prepare for a career of professional excellence and service to our nation as an officer in the U.S. Army. And now, Erin Coggins. Erin is also a senior at J.M. Robinson High School. She is recognized as a Levine Scholar. The Levine Scholars Program is University of North Carolina at Charlotte's most prestigious merit scholarship program. And the program was established in 2009 by Sandra and Leon Levine. And as I say that, the Levine's name have been associated with many charitable causes in our community for many years. They valued bringing to North Carolina at Charlotte a scholars program that's similar to those found at other universities. And their interest is noteworthy, and many people don't realize that Mr. Levine once visited a store in Kentucky that sold nothing for over $1. He liked the concept, and he came back to this area and opens a similar store in the 1500 block of Central Avenue in Charlotte. Thus is born what? Family Dollar, which you will learn a lot about during the next 4 years. In any event, Erin is one of 15 Levine Scholars, and this award is based on her academic scholarship, ethical leadership, and civic engagement. We are so happy for each of you. You have worked hard and you have achieved so well, and you represent so well your high school and also Cabarrus County schools. We now look forward to the directions you will take and pursue your further growth in leadership and learning. Thank you for coming tonight, and we give you an opportunity to meet with our board.
Mr. Brian Tyson, if you could come forward and introduce our state athletic champion.
Okay, I'd like to call forward Troy Greger. Troy couldn't attend last month's recognition of the state champions due to circumstances out of his control, but we thought we need a formal presentation for him. He is a two-time state champion in wrestling from Hickory Ridge High School. He will be also graduating also. He's a senior, so he's down to his last day tomorrow too. Of course, you're probably already finished, right? So, so he won in the 126-pound weight class. Like I said, two-time state champion, a four-time regional champion. He has an overall career record of 170 wins and only 7 losses. He's also done it on the academic end as well with a 3.34 GPA, and he will be attending NC State University this coming fall. And actually, in talking to him out in the lobby, he will be going up there July the 1st to start some early wrestling training. So he's going to have a great summer as well. So Troy, congratulations for doing it in the classroom and on the mat. We appreciate it.
Dr. Tara Natras will come forward and present the positive behavior intervention and support.
Good evening. So I am honored to present the positive behavioral intervention and support. That's a tongue twister. We'll see if we can all say that a lot. State recognitions for 3 levels. So we actually have 3 different levels of recognition this evening and several different schools in each level. So when I call the school, if you would please bring your PBIS team forward. So first, we have green schools. Schools earn green recognition because they have a trained PBIS team in place. They have defined expectations across school settings and teach these expectations. They acknowledge students who choose appropriate behavior. And in addition, they have a system to support students who need additional reteaching or other support. So first, we would like to recognize the PBIS team from C.C. Griffin Middle School. Come on. Go ahead. I was like, you are the official thumbs up. And our other school earning green recognition is the Opportunity Middle and High School. So if that team would please come forward.
Gotcha. Yes.
You got it. Mm-hmm. I can have the schools line up, but there's a big sign right there, so I can't do that. So in addition to our green schools, there is also model school recognition. So schools earning model recognition have the supports in place that are also at the green schools, as well as supports to reteach and re-engage students who have repeated difficulty meeting school expectations. Typical supports in these schools include things like social skill instruction and check-in, check-out. So I'm going to change my system, and I'm going to call all three schools up, but you need to do individual pictures. Okay, so I'd first like to call up Royal Oaks. Let's come on up with Mount Pleasant Elementary School and Bethel Elementary School. So we have our Royal Oaks team and our Bethel team, and we will honor Mount Pleasant when we have a moment. Very good. Congratulations. So we are very proud of the work of our green and model schools, and there's actually one additional level of PBIS schools, and those are our exemplar schools. So these schools also have in place those structures that model and green schools have. In addition, they have trained targeted staff to identify how to effectively support individual students. These schools have multiple staff highly skilled in figuring out why behaviors occur and how to change them when needed, with the goal of keeping students on track for a successful academic year. And the schools who have achieved exemplar status, please come forward when I call you. R. Brown Elementary School, Beverly Hills Elementary School, Coltrane Webb, and Wolf Meadow Elementary School. So congratulations to those schools. Perfect. You may take one big picture if you'd like, yes. Congratulations to all of our schools.
Dr. Kelly Probst will come forward and introduce us to the inaugural CCS Apps Challenge.
Good evening. So what do you do when the math department wishes for an easier way to explain the sequence of courses for students? What do you do when your friends want a better way to study? And what do you do when your friends need a calendar that's an A day and B day with the schedules already built into it? Well, you make an app. And that's just what several high school and middle school students did for the first annual Cabarrus County School App Challenge. Students had a very complex situation. They had to define a school-related problem, create an app to solve the problem, create a commercial to market the problem, a manual to explain it, and then give a presentation to judges to show the finished product. We set the bar high for our first contest, and the students met our challenges. I would like to thank the App Challenge team who designed and implemented this process. And I'm going to ask you all to please come forward. I'd like to have Erica Willard, Joyce Camp, Betsy Bryant, Kevin Blackburn, and Ashley Short to come forward. These are our CCS staff members who designed this contest. So tonight, these staff members are really happy to have the winners of the contest, and when I call your name, if you'll come forward, to come forward and get your prize. And at the end, we'll take a picture of everyone and shake hands at one time. How's that? So, for our high school individual category, I'd like Nikhil Kamasadari from Coxmill High School for his app called Smart Card. If Nikhil will come forward, and he was also the winner of our Best Commercial contest. In the high school category, this was Team Muffins, Brandon Brennan and Wyatt Barrier from Central Cabarrus for an app called Muffins Math, and they were hilarious when they presented, and their commercial was great. In the middle school individual category, Nadika Comersetti from Harris Road Middle for her app called Teacher Talk. Nandika was also the winner of the Best Manual Award. And for our middle school team category, for Team Apple and Royd, we have Alexandru Nicolescu and Michael O'Connor from J.N. Freeze for their app called Smart Calendar. We also want to thank our judges. We had Lisa Conger from our CTE director, Adam Harkey, the technology engineer, Bill Dutch from Technology's Edge, and Don Junker from Tiber Creek Consulting as our judges. We also had a guest speaker from Apple. Mr. Greg Hall was our guest speaker. And we had sponsors from Ramsor Records, Wayside Catering, and Rowan Cabarrus was wonderful. We held the contest at Rowan Cabarrus. So it was our first annual Apps Challenge. I want to say everyone did a great job. Joyce took the lead on this. Thank you, Ms. Camp. And students, we were really impressed. So make sure you get your award from Ms. Camp before you leave. But right now, if you shake hands with the board members.
No, wait.
Whoops, sorry about that. Picture. I about messed you up, Mike.
Dr. Probst, is there any way we got to see their commercials or anything?
We can do that. I can make sure that I send you their commercials. We can send you their manuals. We'll be glad to.
We would love to see them. I would love to see.
We'll be glad to do that for
their
you.
end products. That would be great.
Okay, great. So go ahead and shake hands.
Mrs. Lisa Conger will come forward and she'll present with present us the state robotics champions.
Good evening. Tonight I'm here to present the Technology Students of America VEX Robotics Tournament Champions and the Judges Award recipients. These students competed in Greensboro a couple of months ago against high school students. We are very proud of them. I'm going to call their names, if they'll please come to the front. Arshia Jelani, Caleb Campbell, Eric McKinney, Seth Thomas. These are our state champions. From Team 2, Team 2, Nicholas Kearns, Tate Moretz, Matthew Key, Hayden Eubanks, and John McNutt. The advisor and coach is Mr. Frank Parrish. He's a technology education teacher, principal Dr. Keisha Khan, and assistant principal Angela Wood. And they're here also tonight if they'd step forward. While they're coming forward, during the 2013-14 school year, these students participated at both the local and state level. They've been preparing for a year to get ready to go to nationals. We knew they were going to win all along. They competed against middle and high school students from across the state. In the second round of the North Carolina State Tournament, J.N. Freeze Middle School Team 1 was chosen by J.M. Robinson High School, who is one of the best teams in the country, as their third team in the Alliance. The Alliance went on to win the final round of the tournament and earn a spot at the National Technology Students of America competition in Washington, D.C. at the end of this month. The J.N. Freeze Middle School Team 2 was unanimously chosen to receive the Judges Award. This prestigious award is given to the team who exemplifies teamwork and cooperation throughout all aspects of the tournament. This recognition qualifies this team for the national competition as well. Please join me in congratulating these students and their coach and wishing them best of luck at the national competition. Students, please allow the board to congratulate you.
Dr. Shepard is coming forward to present the Excellence in Financial Reporting.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair, members of the board. I'd like to ask Ms. Kelly Klutz to please come forward. Front and center. The Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting has been awarded to the Cabarrus County Schools Board of Education by the Government Finance Officers Association of the United States and Canada for its comprehensive annual financial report known as the CAFR. The Certificate of Achievement is the highest form of recognition in the area of governmental accounting and financial reporting, and its attainment represents a significant accomplishment by a government and its management. An award of financial reporting achievement has been awarded to the individual, Ms. Kelly Klutz, by the government as its primary responsibility for preparing the award-winning CAFR. And tonight, this award is presented to Kelly Klutz.
Picture taken. I'll turn it back on. There we go. I have it. Sorry about that, Paul. 3 years in a row? Wow, that is really good. All right, board. Moving on to approval of minutes. I hope that each of you has taken time to read them. These are the minutes for the May 5th meeting and the May 12th meeting. If you've read them and you're ready to make a motion, I'd like to hear a motion to approve the minutes.
So
Chairman,
moved.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
All right. All in favor of approving the minutes, say aye. Aye. Oppose? Minutes are approved. Reports. I have no comments right now except to say Mr. Kiger is away from us and on a family activity, and we'll see him back at our next meeting. So I'll pass it on to Dr. Shepard, who I know has got some wonderful things to say about our end of year.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Vice Chairman. Tomorrow will be the official ending of the 2013-2014 school year. So I just want to say thanks to all of our students, parents, and staff members for another terrific year. We've made much progress and much to be proud of. Tonight's students and recognitions are just representative of the many accomplishments that we've celebrated throughout our year. And I also want to congratulate our class of 2014. I'm sure that I'll speak for all of us here tonight when I say that we're looking forward to celebrating with you later this week at the arena. Also, just looking ahead, the Power School Parent Portal will close for summer maintenance and updates on Friday, June the 20th. Now, the portal has become many parents' go-to source for information about student grades and progress. The parent portal will reopen in August. I want to say thank you to our supporters, the Probst brothers, for donating grants to 11 CCS schools through the Exxon Mobil Education Alliance program. Each school received $500. Also, congratulations to our Kids Plus staff. Cabarrus County Schools Kid Plus program is ranked 7th in the state for its SACRS rating. Now, SACRS stands for the School Age Care Environmental Rating Scale. Our program's success also helps boost the success of our county's SACRS rating. Of the 87 licensed centers in Cabarrus County, 35 hold 5-star license, 40% of them. And of those 35, the Kids Plus program make up 54%. So congratulations, Dr. Probst. Also, there has been lots in the news lately about various budget proposals coming out of Raleigh. Both the governor and the Senate have released their budget proposals. Neither have been particularly favorable to public education. We've included contact information on our district website for all of our state lawmakers. If you're a supporter of public education, please reach out to them and let them know how important it is for them to fund public education. Thank you very much.
Took you, Dr. Shepard. Currently, there are no guest speakers who have signed up since we had a public hearing. I think we took care of all of those, so we'll move forward. If you choose to become a guest speaker, then you need to make sure you contact Aileen Monroe by noon on Friday prior to the meeting. Individuals addressing the board may speak for 3 minutes, and persons representing a group may speak for 5 minutes. The Board of Education would like to thank our guests for their interest in addressing the board and also for their cooperation. So anyone who wishes to come, get in touch with Eileen. Let's move on to our consent agenda. I need a motion from the board to approve our consent agenda.
I make a motion that we approve the consent agenda as written in the agenda.
Second.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. All right, we're moving to our action agenda. This is the approval on the second reading of Policy 6523, Dr. Louder, the use of school-owned vehicles.
As far as I know, there weren't any questions. There was just someone requested that to be on the action agenda for tonight. So I'll take questions if you have them, but I'm not aware of those.
Board members, are you interested in asking Dr. Louder any questions, or do you have any comments? All right, I'm looking for a motion.
So moved.
What is your motion?
Oh, to accept the policy as written.
All right, need a second? I'll second it. All in favor of approving the motion as written, policy as written, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Okay, motion carries. Moving on to the approval of the solicitation of offers to purchase the Mount Pleasant Middle School property. Mr. Meehan and Mr. Dave Burnett, if y'all please come forward.
Good evening. I'm going to let Mr. Burnett go ahead with his report with this.
Thank you. We did have three additional items that we added to this. It was items number 2, number 4, number 6. I can read those quickly. Number 2 was boundaries and survey of the property are available for inspection at the Office of Facilities and Maintenance. Inquiry should be directed to me, Dave Burnett. Item number 4 was the offer should state the intended use of the property. Item number 6 was the property shall not be available for occupancy until the replacement Mount Pleasant Middle School is complete. Those comments have been added. They were added to the board documents. If there's any questions, we'd be happy to entertain them.
All right, and I see that you also added that August 29th would be the last date to be received. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, board members, any discussion?
Vice Chairman, I do have just one question. I was just thinking about between now and August the 29th, what if we don't have any offers to purchase the property?
The design effort and all those efforts will be continuing on.
In other words, the design, the engineering and design that the board has already approved for the existing site will just continue right on as it is?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
All right, board members, you've had a chance to ask questions. Is there a motion?
Just one last question. How will we be informed of the progress if we do receive quotes?
The interested parties will be contacting the superintendent's office.
And a report will be prepared for us by what date?
I think we had talked about doing something, since we've now got the new end of August deadline. I think by your September meeting, we'll be able to present to you all the proposals that have been received and any comments or recommendations from staff. So we'll let you know then. You've got 3 proposals, here they are, or we didn't get any proposals, but I think the plan is in September. We'll give you an update on what we've heard.
Would we need to put that in does it need to be in form of a motion? Have that added to the motion that we would have a report by then? Or something need to be said with that within the motion?
I think the action you're taking tonight is simply approving the solicitation, and I think we'll bring that back to you. You can add it. I don't think you need to, but you can note that you want to hear back in the September meeting. I think that's fine, but I think what the actual approval of solicitation is what we're bringing forward, and I'm suggesting you do so that we can actually advertise this, put it on our website, that you're formally seeking invitations.
Well, I'm with Ms. Carpenter on that because our action tonight presumes action that we might take in September, and I do want the 2 actions to be in sync with each other so that we're consistent in however we deal with prospective offers that may arise.
I certainly think if someone wants to move to approve the solicitation and add to that they'd like a report back on the results of the solicitation at the September meeting, that would be in order.
All right, board members, is there a motion to recommend the action of putting out a solicitation, and is there any...
I'll try. I move that the board approve the solicitation of offers to purchase the Mount Pleasant Middle School and property as presented, with the addition that the Facilities and Maintenance Department will provide a report to the school board at our September meeting on the results of that solicitation.
Seconded.
Is there any other discussion on this? All right, board members, all in favor of accepting this resolution? Aye. All opposed? Okay, motion carries.
Thank you.
I'm going to call for a motion for the board to meet into closed session. We'll be moving into closed session pursuant to General Statute 143-318.11A3 to consult with an attorney. Also, we'll be doing the General Statute 143.318.11A5 to establish or instruct the public bodies or staff. Also, General Statute 143-318.11A6 to consider qualifications. And finally, General Statute 115-319 through 21.
Mr. Vice Chair, I'll move that we convene in closed session.
I'll second that.
All in favor of convening in closed session?
Aye.
All opposed? We'll convene in closed session. Meeting is closed.